I've heard the complaints on both sides of the story relating about evolution and the intelligent design, and I've wrote a small text on what I feel about the topic. So I'm going to be reading it out from a text that I typed. It's called Evolution is the Intelligent Design by Robert Holloway. Why can't we just combine evolution and intelligent design together and say that evolution is God's plan? My Book of Shadows started out as a notepad, but as I gained more knowledge and mature, my Book of Shadows became bigger too. You see what I'm saying? Let's assume that God made us out of dirt. Evolution states that microcells or whatever evolved to become more complex life forms. Then that damn Bible says that God took the rib out of Adam and made Eve. That explains why males have the Y gene and females have the X gene. Let's say that God kept on perfecting his or her creation. Wouldn't that explain why we evolved from apes? Can't we see that the original design may not look like the final outcome? Who knows? Maybe God will give us gills since global warming is causing the icebergs to melt. He or she may even have to start all over again. Everyone say that there are two sides of the coin, but they don't realize is that it's the same coin. But how can we acknowledge darkness if there is no light to contrast? Sometimes I believe that Satan still works for God. And how can we truly know how the universe came about? If God is like a book, we humans are just a small word in that book. I practice astrology, and I know a lot of scientists is opposed to the wishy-washy of it, but it isn't. I know astrology is real, and no one on earth can convince me otherwise because of my own personal experience and philosophy about it. Just like it's hard to convince a believer of God that God does not exist. It is hard to say that astrology isn't real. Yet, we know that the sun affects the seasons as well as making life possible on earth, and we know that the moon affects the tides and the emotions of all creation. But no astrologer on earth will agree of the why and how. We just know it works because of our observations. I can even criticize the tests that debunk astrology, but then again, I'm drifting off the topic. The topic here is evolution is the intelligent design. I feel like a mediator trying to make peace between religion and science, religion and politics, religion and philosophy, religion and art. You know what, religion? You are being very bad and you need to sit in the corner and think about what you've done. You've been very bad. Now go and apologize to science, politics, art, and philosophy. Forcing your view on others with fear tactics, you should know better. Bad, bad religion. Very bad. That's my thoughts about the evolution is the intelligent design. Personally, I favor more on evolution, actually, because it makes more sense. As for intelligent design, that's every gay boy's best occupation. Bye now.